In Ukraine, by the way, there is no law that prohibits you leaving a child at home.
Whoa. What?
I stayed at home when my both parents worked at university. They professors, and they didn't have any help raising me and everything, and they needed money and everything. So I would stay at home alone when I was like 3 years old.
Whoa, 3.
They would leave me a food.
Here's a sandwich on the floor over here. If you can crawl to over here.
I had a TV turned on. I could watch anything I wanted. I mean, it's daytime. It was all very nice. And
that's crazy.
Yeah, I was very independent.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's why I got married at 18. I was like,
you were like fully, you
adult.
were like, yeah, you got married at 18, but like really you were like 30.
Yes,
that's
exactly.
Crazy.
That's how it felt.
I'm like the opposite. I'm like, I actually did the math wrong earlier, and I think me and you are the same age. Wait, how old are you? Are you 20, 27, 28?
No, 29.
Okay. I did do the math wrong.
What year? What is your birth year?
1994.
Okay, 92.
Yeah.
So 2 years.
So we're very close. Where was I going with that? Oh, I was going to say I'm kind of the opposite. Like I'm 27, but like really I'm like 17. Genuinely. I'm still maturing. I'm still growing up.
I feel so old.
I do sometimes, but only when I'm around somebody who is actually 17. And I'm like, wow, you're super annoying. I don't want to be around you.
And it's kind of sad because when I was 12, I lost my mom. So I had to grow up, like
wow,
fast.
Yeah.
I was almost alone because my dad worked a lot.
Right.
And then at some point he had to move to Russia to earn like more money so we could afford things. And I was like, when I was in high school, I lived alone for 4 months. And yeah.
That's crazy.
It was challenging, but that's why I like kind of grew up super fast.
That's gotta be one of those things you look back on. Like, I mean, like you just said, that would be one of those things I would look back on and know that like at the time it felt normal, but looking back at it, I know that 1, it wasn't really normal. 2, it was like that. No, a lot of people don't have to go through stuff like that. You know what I mean? Not that like it was a terrible thing, but that's still crazy. Like you lived by yourself for 4 months in high school. That doesn't happen very often here, I don't think.
Yeah,
you know?
I now when I have 2 kids, I think like I don't want them to stay in a house alone when they're 3 years. I mean, everything was good with me.
Yeah.
I still have 2 hands, 2 legs, everything is good. But I cannot imagine leaving them in a house all by themselves when they're like 3, 5 years old.
We weren't left alone that young, but I was going to tell you that me and my brother were left alone frequently as kids for the same reason. But it wasn't like when you said you were 3, I was like, oh, that's not even close. Like we were like, I don't know, 10 at the youngest. We were like double digits by the time that started happening, I think. Or at least I was. My brother might have been 8 or something. And the worst thing that ever happened was my brother cut himself and like had to get stitches. That was the worst thing.
Once TV fell on me.
I'm sorry.
I was jumping.
You were just like, oh, yeah. One time the TV fell on me in the 90s when TVs weighed like 120 pounds.
Yeah, it was.
How are you alive?
I had like a bump.
Yeah, no,
on my
really.
forehead.
Yeah. How? So you were jumping? Like, what were you?
I
how
was
did that
dancing. Like there was some kind of TV show. I liked it a lot, and I was dancing, jumping, and TV standed on a like stand that was not fixed to anything, and it just fell.
Wow.
I was like. But thankfully, my dad, they would come and check on me like every maybe a few hours because we lived in this like on campus.
Yeah, I got
like in ACU, you have classes in one building and you would live super close, like in a dorm.
Call it like a company campus kind of thing.
Yeah.
Your dad worked nearby.
So they would come and check on me like every few hours.
So you knew you were okay at the very most 3 hours. You're going to be laying there with a TV on you. You'll be fine. You're tough. You've been doing this since you were 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember how old you were when that happened?
Like 4 or 5.
Oh, you're still smaller than the TV.
I remember it very well.
Yeah, I imagine most people would. Yeah. That would be really scary.
When I got bored, I would go. Oh, and everywhere on windows, we would have not the gates, metal frames on windows.
And the bars.
Yeah. To protect from thieves.
Yeah, anybody trying to break in.
Yeah, so I couldn't get out from that apartment because we would have windows closed, and they would lock me because for safety.
They would just like lock the whole apartment up so you couldn't go anywhere? Mm-hmm. Wow. So like in the case of the TV falls on you, hypothetically, and you're screaming, neighbors can't get in.
They would, everyone knew each other in that student environment, so probably they would figure out I need help.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I would go to the window and open like a tiny little part of the window, and there was student walking, and I would talk to them through the window. Hi, students.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone knew me.
Hey, hope you enjoyed that clip. Full episodes of the Small Stuff Podcast are available on YouTube and wherever it is you get your podcasts. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, all the things, links in the description. We'll see you later.